Hey guys, hi, it's Amanda here. So I'm experimenting, and I find that the best way to, discover things is to play. So I got out my glue gun this morning because I wanted to see what I could, I just wanted to see what I could make and what I could do with the resources that I had. Now, let me see. I recently made some of these. They're sculptural looms, and that's what I call them, sculptural looms. They're looms that it's a woven piece, and it stays there, and you hang it. So I'm just playing at the moment. So I thought to myself, well, what if I didn't have the wood? If I was showing somebody how to do it, and I didn't have the wood that I harvest from my garden, what would I use? And then I came up with this, and I'm still playing, yeah? So this is not the finished piece, and I'm going to do a woven piece on this. So then I thought, I've got all these paintbrushes that are hardened, and I was going to throw them away, or I was going to use them in the garden. And so today I thought, okay, let me just see if I covered them. I recently went out and brought burlap, and I thought, let me take some of the strands because I like the feel of the burlap, and it's really strong, unlike some of the other things that you might use. So, as I said, I'm just in the early stages of play. Hey there. I'm just in the early stages of play, and I've already done one. So I'm going to cover 4. Sorry, now I've done 2. So I'm thinking this is just going to be a odd shape loom, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all. Because it's made of material that I don't mind being outside. Like I might do it for outside. I'll see how I get on. But yeah, I just thought I'd share with you what I'm doing in the studio. So this is what I'm doing today. What are you doing in your creative space? Please do share. So one of the things you might be saying is why is your brushes like that? Now, I don't know if you're like me. Some of you may not be. Some of you are very good with cleaning your supplies and making sure, you see I'm just wrapping it like that. Cleaning your supplies after you use them. So what I guess happened with these is that I have them in a container with water, and then you go on to something else, or you just forget and then get hard. And if it's acrylic paint, then you know that that's lost. But rather than throw them away, I decided I was going to do something with it. So I'm just taking the strands out of the burlap. I'm tying the ends together, so 2 of the ends together, and then attaching it to the piece that I've just finished, or in the process of finishing, and then it can be painted, or you can just leave it like that. I was thinking I was just going to leave them like this, and maybe other things can be attached to them, or you can stitch some beading on them. So every so often I'm winding it tight, but every so often I'm applying some of the glue gun, and then making sure it's wrapped tightly. You have to work quickly with the glue gun and other materials because it dries pretty quickly and just goes hard. So and it on other kind of plastic surfaces, or this is like metal, it just dries really hard. It dries really quickly. So you have to just work on a small bit, wind it, and as I say, you don't have to stick. What I did with the first one was stick all the way down, but you don't need to. You just need to, I'm going to need to add another bit. You just need to work a little bit at a time. I'm going to have an issue with that because I put too much on. Let's see if it's still, no, it's gone hard. It has gone hard, but I'm going to make it work. So let me put a little bit on there at the end. So we put a little bit on the end, and as I say, I'm just wrapping the burlap round, and then I'm going to apply some. See that? Sorry, I haven't got my usual setup so that you can see. There, like that. And I'll just wrap this, the last bit, round like so, and there we have it. So I've got 2 done so far, and that was done really quickly. And I'm just, as I say, I'm playing, so I want to see how I can create a sculpture loom out of what I've got around me. And because not everybody has got access to some of the supplies I have, or to be able to harvest their own wood and dry it, and you know, if you've got trees in your garden, you can do that. Or if you've got a garden, if you don't have a garden, look around and see what you've got that you can recycle. If you don't have burlap, you can use wool that you knit with, or crochet. You can use that kind of wool. But, you know, or fabric, you know, cut thin strips of fabric and wrap. I like the look of the burlap, but, you know, use what you have and see how you get on. Now, it's not totally covered. Once you've got the thread on there, it'll look very different. And I can attach other bits and pieces to it as I will. But I'm going to work with these. I've got another brush to do here for my crossbar bit. And yeah, I'm really looking forward. I'm excited to play with these. Anyway, so I'm going to leave it there, and I will show you what it looks like once I've put it all together like this. So this was like the first one that I thought today, oh, let me see if I can recycle some of my old sticks. I was going to use these as planters in the garden, but then I thought, no, okay, let me see if I can make something from that. And once I've got the thread on here, I will do another video of actually, you know, weaving. Yeah, very simple. Going to keep it really simple and easy. And if you haven't got, you know, the wool, or you know, again, look at your supplies. I'm sure you must have something. Or look at, you know, using fabric, because I've done that as well. Cut thin strips of fabric and use them. I've done a crossbar to try and make it a bit more solid, but I'm hoping I won't need that with these. Okay, so leaving it there. Take care. See you soon.